Welcome everybody, Tony Joe here. Lisa's finally here with me. She's been busy with work. We are going to talk to you about the secrets of Harry Potter at Universal
By
Studios.
the way, it's another Harry Potter weekend.
Oh yes, it's another Harry Potter weekend.
It's Hermione Granger weekend.
You know, I love the Harry Potter movies, but do you really need to have a weekend every month?
Sometimes they're more than once a month. I love it. I still don't get sick of it.
No, I don't either. I watch them too all the time. It's just, why don't we have a Lord of the Rings weekend?
Because it's Harry Potter weekend.
Yes, it's Harry Potter. So like I said, we are going to give you all the secrets for those who have never been to Universal Harry Potter between Diagon Alley and Wizarding World.
Yes. Diagon Alley is in Universal Studios. Wizarding World is in Islands of Adventure.
Yes. And also this could be used for people who have been there and just may have not taken notice of any of these things. So first off, we're going to go over a tribute to Jaws. For those who may not know or forgot, Jaws, Amityville was right in the center, right where Harry Potter is now. That's what's been replaced. So they kept a couple of items, a couple things, some hidden things to relate still with Jaws. One of them is actually at the London record store.
Which is like right outside of Diagon Alley.
Yeah, right.
It's like right by the entrance.
Pretty much.
Somewhat.
Yeah, right by the triple-decker.
Yes. Across the street from the triple-decker bus.
Yes. There's a record store. You can't go in it. But if you look in the window on the bottom left-hand side, I believe it is, you will see a record, and you'll see a bunch of women, like kind of circling. What do they call those people in the water? Like back in the 30s, 40s, they used to do, and they would do like little things like in unison and
Synchronized swimming?
yeah, I guess. Yeah, that. The title of that record is "Here's to Swimming with Bow-Legged Women," which was a quote that Quint used in Jaws. So that's really cool. There's another tribute to Jaws in
Nocturne Alley.
Yes.
Which you have to enter Diagon Alley and then
Go to the back.
go to the back. And that's Nocturne Alley, which is where all the Dark Wizard magic shops are. And there are 3 shrunken heads.
Yep, in the window.
And they sing Show Me the Way to Go Home.
Oh, I love that song. Show me the way to go home. I'm tired and I want to go to bed.
Okay.
It's a good song. It's one of those drunken sailor songs. It's great.
The next one is the window of the Magical Menagerie store. There's a snake there. And it'll speak to you in parcel tongue and in English.
Yes.
And if you don't know what parcel tongue is, there are wizards like Harry and like Lord Voldemort who are parcel tongues because they can speak snake language.
Yes, they can speak to snakes.
Yes.
Which is really cool. Oh, Ron speaks like a snake.
Oh yeah, because Harry apparently talks in his sleep, so he was able to pick up on some parcel tongue to open the Chamber of Secrets.
Yeah.
So that he could go get a basilisk fang.
Yeah. So Ron kind of learned.
Kind of learned, but I don't think he knew what he was saying.
No, I think he was just giving it the old college try.
So in Nocturne Alley, they have Borgin and Burke's, which is like the big dark magic store in the movies in Nocturne Alley, where the Vanishing Cabinet is. And they have the Vanishing Cabinet
Yes.
in the Borgin and Burke's in the Wizarding, or Diagon, Nocturne Alley. And if you put your hand on the handle and your ear against the door, you are supposed to hear I think it's actually a dove, but you hear the bird inside that Draco used to practice between the 2 Vanishing Cabinets. So next we have Creature, who is the house elf for the Black family. And Black family lived at 12 Grimmauld Place, which became the meeting place for the Order of the Phoenix.
Oh, this place is also in the London area.
Yes.
Which is outside Diagon Alley, right by the record store.
If you're facing Diagon Alley, I think
You're on
12
your right.
Grimmauld, yeah, it's on your right-hand side.
Yep.
And you can apparently sometimes see Creature
Opening or like looking through the
keeping an eye on the windows, and you'll see him peering out every now and then. I've never seen it,
I
but
have.
I'm never actually like really paid attention to the windows, so that's probably.
I do, and I think I said, "Oh, look, there's Creature," but I think by the time
I
you
was
looked,
like, where?
he was
And
gone.
he was gone.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, just look for him. Just look up, and you'll see him like open up the curtains and peek out every now and then.
Yes.
Probably like every 10 minutes he probably does it. I don't know. I never timed it.
So then inside Diagon Alley, they have the Leaky Cauldron.
Yes.
And
We've never eaten there.
no.
So if anybody has, let us know if it's any good.
Yeah. The sign outside the Leaky Cauldron, it looks just like the sign from the movies. It's a witch stirring a pot.
Yep.
But it actually leaks.
Yes.
So some people are like, oh, did it rain? But if you look around, like, there's only a wet spot right underneath the sign. And if you look up, it's leaking
Yes.
water. At King's Cross platform, you can apparently see Hedwig, which I don't think I saw. So
He's right there. How do you not see him?
I don't know.
Yeah, like right when you're like in the queue, like getting ready to the train, you walk around, you see the luggage and everything like that, and you see like Hedwig
yes,
there.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, you see Hedwig.
Poor Hedwig.
I know.
She died.
She did. It's not as sad as Dobby dying though.
No, Dobby.
I like.
Dobby, a free elf.
I like Dobby. I do.
This next one I did, and it's pretty cool. So, outside the entrance into Diagon Alley, they have the telephone booth that is an entrance to the Ministry of Magic.
Yes.
And if you dial 62442, it spells magic.
They'll speak to you, or you'll get a message.
Yeah, they'll speak to you pretty much. And pretty much what it said to me was that entrance to the Ministry of Magic was no longer available. I forget what they said happened to it. But
yeah. And I don't know if that's a message that's played all the time or if they might have some different ones. I didn't do it. I told Lisa about it, so I let her do it. She was like, "What's the number again?" And I told her, and I have a picture of her doing it.
it was fun.
Yeah. So I didn't. I'm gonna have to do it for myself next time to see hear what it says. Now that phone booth is outside of Diagon Alley in London, right across the street from the triple decker.
Yeah.
You'll see it. It's the old English. It's red. You'll see it.
And the triple decker bus is the night bus, and that's a photo spot. So Stan Shunpike is there, and the little like Jamaican head.
Yeah, the Rastafarian head.
Yeah.
He talks to you.
Yeah, that's there. Also in Diagon Alley, you have the ride Escape from Gringotts, and to the side of the line to go into the queue, you can go into, I guess it's still technically part of Gringotts Bank, but it's just a small little room, and you can exchange your Muggle money for wizard money, and there is a goblin in there.
Do you remember how much they were charging for that? Because we walked through it, and I remember we asked.
There was a sign.
Okay.
I think it took like 5s, 10s, and 20s.
Yeah,
and I
that's
think
right.
at the time we had like all ones. So,
Yeah, so-
we couldn't exchange our Muggle money.
Yeah.
But there's a goblin in there, and he interacts with you.
Yes.
Talks with you. Even if you're not going in there to exchange money, you can still walk through. We did that, and we saw other people doing that as well. And lastly is at King's Cross Station, which is next to Diagon Alley. The train station in the Wizarding World is Hogsmeade. So this would be for King's Cross Station, where you're heading to platform 9 3/4 to get on the Hogwarts Express.
Yes.
As you know in the movies, to get onto platform 9 3/4, they have to
Go through the wall.
bit of a fast walk
through
the wall, the brick wall. And this one is very easy to miss.
Yes.
Because if you're just looking
Forward,
you're
not going to see it.
You're just walking along the pathway.
You have no idea what's going on.
However, at one point to the left of you, there is like a sheet of glass.
A trick mirror, we'll call it.
Something like that. And you might be thinking, like, what on earth is that for? Well, if you look back at that as you're walking through, you can see yourself walking through the brick wall. Which is why I say a lot of people miss it, because most people, when they walk, are looking ahead of them.
Yeah, you're just looking straight.
So.
And I missed it my first time, and somebody told me about it, and then our second time we went.
We were looking for it. We found it.
Yeah, we found it and looked, and we were like, yay. I wish they did like a video of it, like you could get, like, you know, like on some rides they'll do like a photo, but some will get like a little movie. You know, like
Yeah.
Disney does that. They should do it for that, for the train station, like as you're boarding and shows you actually walking through the brick wall.
It's pretty cool.
That would be cool.
Something you didn't have on the list that I just thought of too. I think most people know this, but there on top of Gringotts Bank is the giant dragon, and it looks really cool. And if you start to hear a rumbling sound, look up at the dragon, because that means it is about to spit fire, and it does.
It does.
So,
and it takes a long time for it to do that, because I've heard it's the dragon's stomach rumble, and we would
then
look
you
up,
look all around. Everyone's up holding their cameras or their phones, and
like,
then you're just standing and waiting.
and sometimes nothing happened to be like a trick. So I feel that goes off like almost like once every half hour or so. It's pretty long.
Yeah.
So I would say eat something in the Springfield area, and because you can see the dragon from there, and just get a bite to eat and just
wait.
Yeah, wait. You know, we actually seen people inside Diagon Alley that was just sitting around the edges, just waiting for the dragon.
Waiting.
Cameras were ready, video cameras, everything, and just waiting for this thing to spit. Another thing I forgot to put too is in King's Crossing.
King's Cross Station.
Yeah, King Cross Station. There is, when you're in the queue and you're getting ready to go on the train itself, there is a big billboard, I guess I would call it, of a perfume.
Oh, from the movie.
From the movie, and that's the actual scene, or it's taken from the movie, and that's actually where Dumbledore and Harry like stand and talk in, I forget which movie that was.
That was Half-Blood Prince.
Yeah, Half-Blood Prince.
So
that's there.
Harry's like, he claims he likes riding trains, and he's in like this little coffee shop at the train station, looks out the window, and Dumbledore appears. So when he gets down to Dumbledore's like staring at this billboard for perfume.
Yes.
Something else which isn't really hidden, but you can buy wands. So there's two different types of wands you can buy. You can buy just your standard wand, and you can still get them, like you can still get your favorite character's wand, or you can get the interactive wands. And if you get the interactive wand, they give you a map, and it's for both Hogsmeade, which is in Wizarding World, and then Diagon Alley. So you might see like lines of people lined up for their, with their wands, and it's because they're at a spot where they can do magic, which I got to do at that as well. Also, and I don't think actually a lot of people know this, is in Ollivanders. If you go to Ollivanders and Diagon Alley, you can just like walk right into the shop where like you can purchase the wands. There is a separate line though where they take in small groups of people, and they actually put on a little reenactment of the wand choosing the wizard, and they pick one lucky member from each group to be able to test out which wand is going to choose them.
Yes.
So you might end up being that lucky person, but don't be fooled, because if you want to keep the wand that chose you,
you still gotta pay
for it.
Yeah, which is like $50-some. I forget what it was.
Well, that's for an interactive wand.
Yeah.
I think the standard wand is like 20 to 30.
Something like that.
Bucks. So
going back to your wand, because you have one and you have the map that comes with it, there are two spells on there that are hidden, and it can only be seen in blacklight.
Oh.
So there are two spells she does not know about. Lucky for her, to get those spells, she'll have to go to Nocturne Alley, because Nocturne Alley is actually all blacklight. Yes. So for her to see that, she'll have to go to Nocturne Alley, put her map up to the blacklight, and two spells will appear on her map. And for those who have that too and didn't know that, there you go.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Two more extra
really
spells.
Exciting.
That's it. That's it, guys. That is our secrets.
Make sure while you're going around and experiencing these little hidden secret magical things of Wizarding World,
get yourself a butterbeer.
Yes, get yourself a butterbeer.
They are the best.
You can get it cold or frozen.
She likes it cold. I like it frozen. $7
delicious.
a piece. I never finish it, but I don't even care. It's worth the money. It's so good. It's so refreshing. But that's it, guys. Leave a comment, give a like, share, subscribe. Vlog finito.